On the final RUTV episode of the school year, we see some of our never-before-seen staff.
Then, we cover the biggest sporting events of 2021.
And later, we see some mistakes we've made all in this past year. It all starts right now on RUTV.
Today is Friday, June 4th. I'm Caroline Alley, this year's executive editor.
And I'm Corey Cumpson, next year's executive producer. We have a tradition that on the final show, any and all members of our staff can anchor, so today we will see most of our crew here on our final show for the school year.
That's right, Corey. We have many amazing staff members we will meet later. But first, this is our final show, and we had some help from ASB to put together a senior memory montage. Let's see what the class of 21 has to look back on.
It goes on and on and on. Remind me of everything tonight. Yes, I'm in the zone. I get a good feeling. Dreaming about the things that we could be. So it's gonna be forever. You already know. That's what feel me when I'm in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Oh, is it too late now to say I need a one dance? And then we start to dance and I'm singing like,
I'll be over now, but I feel it still.
I want you to be happier because I'm happy when I'm wiser and I'm older. 'Cause you make me feel alive. It goes on and on and on.
You're not coming down.
Keep it on the high note.
You came for.
It feels right when I'm in my zone. Oh,
Doesn't mean I'm over.
the way that things have been. Wish we could turn back time 10 years older, but
Look at what you taught me. I want you to stay.
I can't forget you. She said, I love you.
Don't let me down. What can I say?
Say what you want me to. Just say what you want. Are you ready for the rest of my life? Yes, I think you love me too much.
To myself.
You've come a long way from where we began.
This is crazy.
After all these years, on your magical mystery ride, come too far, and we go back to the start. But if you close your eyes, like nothing changed at all. And if you close your eyes.
Oh man, fellow seniors, we have a lot to look back on, especially for a year online. I am Chris Reed, this year's sound director.
And I'm Nathan Robertson, sports director. Interested in renewing or hosting a club next school year? Registration is now open for fall semester clubs. Please view the link in your school email to register your club. You will also have the opportunity for some early recruitment of incoming freshmen in August at freshman orientation. So don't delay on your club. Have any questions? Please email Miss Mata.
Congratulations to Samantha Hall for being selected to be the Redondo Union representative for the Hobby Virtual Leadership Seminar this summer. Redondo Union chooses one 10th grade student to represent our school. Samantha was nominated by RUHS staff and was selected by an interview panel. Congratulations, Samantha.
Congratulations also to Miss Sarah Robinson and Mr. Gus Jimenez on being named RUHS Employee of the Year. Both are very deserving of this honor. If you see them on campus, be sure to congratulate them.
That's all the school announcements for this week, you know. Nothing says sports quite like Bella Hines and Ava Szymanski. Let's see this duo report this week's sports.
RUTV Sports. I'm Bella Hines.
And I'm Ava Szymanski. Although we may not be your normal sports anchors, we can assure you Redondo athletes have been killing it as usual.
Last Wednesday, boys lacrosse played in their first game of the CIF playoffs here versus Huntington Beach. Our boys played an amazing game with 3 different players, Ryder Couch, Paxton Allison, and Gabe Berger, all scoring hat tricks to lead the team to a big 13-4. But that's not all. Boys lacrosse also played their second game of the playoffs last week on Friday. This time our boys took a long drive to Irvine to play Northwood High School. They played another incredible game, outscoring their other team by 6 goals for a 12-6 victory. Great job, boys, and good luck moving forward.
Last Wednesday, softball played Costa in a great game. Our girls took the lead early in the game and never looked back. Carly Koltko played great as usual, throwing 5 strikeouts and smashing 2 big home runs to lead her team to victory 6-3.
Last Friday, Redondo hosted Bay League finals for track and field, and our athletes were incredible. Some of our athletes even won first place in 2 different events. Tyler Dorian won first in 2 events by jumping 6 feet, 4 inches in the boys' high jump and 39 feet, 11 inches in the boys' triple jump. Kai Denise also won first and second in 2 events by throwing 154 feet. And boys discuss in throwing 50 feet, 11 inches in boys' shot put.
Also, one more Redondo athlete that won first in 2 events is Eve Divinity, who won the girls' 200-meter dash with a time of 24.95 seconds, and the girls' long jump with a distance of 18 feet, 5 inches. Great job to all our Redondo track athletes. That's all for RUTV Sports. We'll see you next year.
Go
Seahawks!
Hey everyone, I'm Sophia Roberts with Tatum Brown for your entertainment news. A Quiet Place Part 2 has been screening in theaters for the past week and has been a popular watch among moviegoers. The sequel of the horror and thriller movie The Quiet Place, directed and written by actor John Krasinski, follows the Abbott family directly after the first movie as they must continue to face the terrors of the outside world as they continue their fight in silence. The film has earned a score of 91% on Rotten Tomatoes and takes the highest opening weekend box office of the pandemic with over $57 million. Tatum, what other news do we have?
Speaking of movie premieres, the film Cruella, starring Emma Stone as the mad Cruella de Vil, is now screening in theaters. The film follows a young woman named Estella who inspires to be in the fashion industry during the 1970s. She lands a highly coveted job for the Mad Baroness, played by actress Emma Thompson, and starts to embrace her wickedness and mischief.
Well, sometimes it might look like we get these shots done all in one take. In reality, we often make mistakes. So for the last show, we wanted to show some of the best bloopers and mistakes from this year's anchors. So roll the outtakes.
Good morning, Seahawks. Today's May 28th. I'm Bella Hines.
Happy holidays. This is Mr. Brandt wishing you and your families a good and safe time. How do you turn this off?
Here are your school announcements. Today and this... What the
Destroyed homes. Except, no, this is not working.
I can't stop laughing.
Because it's hard to see.
No, this is you not doing it correctly.
Bro, I don't know how to do it.
That's why I'm teaching you.
Are we gonna start? Bro, I just looked into the light. QB, Zach Wilson out of Guy. Bro, this is why I don't send in bloopers, because literally every time I mess up, I just cuss.
Well, that's it for your entertainment news this school year. Now let's go to Hannah with local news update about some money for a COVID shop.
Thanks, Sophia. I'm Hannah Gardner, next year's executive editor for RUTV. Have you gotten your vaccine? If so, you're in luck because you're not only safe from COVID-19, but also could win millions of dollars from California. California is establishing a lottery system that people are automatically entered into if they get the COVID vaccine. Prizes for this lottery include $1.5 million in cash given out to 10 people and $50,000 given out to 30 people from June 4th to June 15th. In LA County, there is an additional prize of season tickets to Galaxy or Kings games for residents. The program, being called Vax for the Win, is designed to encourage people to get the COVID vaccine and lower disease rates. Now, let's go to Travis with some highlights from this school year in sports.
Hi, I'm Travis Wilkins here with more summer sports. Well, who would have thought we'd ever make it this far? It's officially the end of the year, and before we know it, we'll all be sitting back at our desks. But before that happens, we've got summer to look forward to. So let's run down some things in sports we can put on our list to watch this summer. First off, just a week after school is out, the 121st U.S. Open begins. The rounds will all be played at Torrey Pines Golf Course in La Jolla, California, with a pot worth about $12.5 million for the winner of the tournament. Then in early July, both the Stanley Cup Final and NBA Finals will be played at the same time. And it's crazy to note how less than a year ago, these two sports were each in a bubble, and now they're back in front of fans. Some stadiums even filled to 100% capacity. Now heading exactly 1 month into the summer, on July 10th, Dustin Poirier is fighting Conor McGregor in UFC 264, which will definitely be a fight to look forward to. This is the second time these two are meeting this year, and the last time they met, Dustin Poirier knocked out Conor McGregor in the second round, so you're not going to want to miss that one. Lastly, moving into August, there's not much other than baseball, and the NFL season will open on September 9th, so that's something to look forward to while we're back in school. Well, that's all for sports. I'm Travis Wilkins, and I'll see you next school year. With all those highlights for you, here we go to Karma and Max for some national news.
Here is your national news with Max and I.
You know, Karma, thank you for letting me anchor with you this time around. Hi, I'm Max Miller, and I'm the show director of RUTV. Here's some national news. In 1921, a white mob killed hundreds and displaced thousands of black residents in Tulsa, Oklahoma. 100 years later, this past Memorial Day, elder community members who were directly affected by the massacre gathered to commemorate lives lost and call for reparations. President Joe Biden released a statement promising to, quote, commit together to eradicate systemic racism and to help rebuild communities and lives that have been destroyed by it.
President Biden also this Memorial Day gave a speech in honor of American military members killed in the line of duty. He empathized with those who had lost someone close to them and emphasized the preservation of American democracy. That's it for national news.
Hold on, Karma. We have one thing to show. As the final show of this year, some of our teachers and school staff, and even students, wanted to show and share a message with Mr. Brandt. So let's go see it.
I.
We.
We.
I will miss you.
We.
We will miss you.
Just want to say thank you for your leadership to our staff and our students.
Redondo will miss you.
We'll miss you.
We.
We'll miss you.
Wow, Mr. Brandt. It seems like a lot of our staff and students are going to miss you as their principal. But as this is my last show ever to work on and our last show for this year, I want to thank every person that is in and has been in the RUTV broadcast program, as this program would not be what it is today without any of you. All of your dedication and effort doesn't go unnoticed, and for that, I thank you. Mr. Shihei, your dedication to this class goes unmatched, and thanks for all your trust in me and all your students. I will miss you next year. Well, that's it for this year and for me. I'm Samuel Alpert, the RUTV executive producer.
And I'm Max Miller. For one final time, have a wonderful summer.
Good luck with your future endeavors, seniors. And keep on soaring, Seahawks!